How is she acting so calm right now? What's here? What happens if you fall? It's Clone Wars in live action. Oh goodness, no, go back to being an illusion. Did the world between worlds just get even weirder? What is up guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Ben and today I'll be reacting to Ahsoka Episode 5. Now I am beyond excited to get into this one because just how the last one ended. She's in the world between worlds, Anakin's there, and I'm just kind of going insane over the theories of it and I need confirmation soon. So I think I'm come down to 3 ideas for what this could be. Either she's died and this is what like the Force Ghost process is. I'm getting a look at it through this. Maybe when a Jedi dies they go to the world between worlds and they can become a Force Ghost. I don't even know. Anakin's there. Or she's somehow fallen through an open portal into the world between worlds and is meeting like a ghost or a memory of Anakin and he's not actually there, which I'm really hoping isn't the case. Because I just remember the world between worlds is super weird and I just remember Ezra hearing a bunch of voices and you saw memories that you couldn't interfere with, but he's standing there, not at a doorway. So idea 3, he's actually there. He's the one that opened the portal and he just saved her again. And somehow we're seeing him beyond Return of the Jedi. This is actually him back again as a Force Ghost with apparently some kind of influence in the world between worlds after he's dead. I just think I'm very confused and I need info. I need to see what is going to happen and I just hope it doesn't crush me. And I hope that this is actually him and it's not some kind of annoying memory. But on the other side of that, you also have Sabine who has now gone off with the villains and they've gone to a new galaxy. So not only do we have the world between worlds, we have the villains getting ahead and have gone to find Thrawn. They are away. They've literally moved to another galaxy now. The New Republic has failed to stop them and they are gone. Thrawn has that. He's going to have this thing that can bring him back. So I can't wait to just see what this episode is going to do. This feels like it has to be Ahsoka's big development episode. She is literally being confronted by her past, her master, the person that she is so conflicted over thinking about, and now she has no choice but to deal with it, and I can't wait to see what she's going to look like after this. But yeah, as always, if you do enjoy this video, please remember to like and subscribe as it really does help the channel to grow. If you do enjoy my content and you want to help support the channel, I do have a Patreon, the link will be in the description. Over there I'm uploading these videos and the full reaction a week in advance. If that's something you're interested in, feel free to check it out. But with that said, let's just dive on in. Yep, just everyone gone. Hu Yang and I assume Hera will be the only ones left here and the 2 pilots that survived. Can it be another fun transition? Come on, another fun transition. It's going the wrong way. This place just feels so empty now with everything gone. The map's destroyed, everything is gone. The lights are off. It just feels so dead now. And the little bits of life that remain. There's not even opening on Ahsoka being in the world between worlds. We have to wait on that bit. Ah! She doesn't even realise how greatly everything has fallen apart yet, does she? Like the map's been destroyed, she's just seen them get away.
Copy, General. There's nothing on the scope.
Good to know Carson was one of the people that survived that whole thing.
Can I come out now?
Safe enough, yeah, and plus he's got Chopper. Chopper's not gonna let anything happen to him. I feel bad for anyone that tries to hurt this kid with Chopper around. Rocks tumbling. I'm assuming the only one kind of here is Ahsoka, right? Unless, can you find the portal wherever it is? Or is this the portal? What is the, where have, it just transitioned. We didn't actually see what the portal looked like. We saw one portal in Rebels, and this is Hu Yang. Okay. Oh dear, don't say Hu Yang's grieving. No way. Because he could think they're both dead. I don't want to see Hu Yang grieve.
Hu Yang?
I told them to stay together.
He's grieving. He thinks they're dead.
But they never listen.
This is heartbreaking. His voice even sounds different, like a little bit, like less optimistic and just...
They never listen.
Oh, I hate this. Just show... I need Ahsoka to just pop up already. They don't even know that Sabine's gone. They just think Sabine's dead. Do they? How would they know that Sabine's out there and alive? Such a depressing start to this episode, but it makes so much sense. I feel so bad for Hu Yang. It's so weird seeing a droid grieve like that. Finally back here. It looks so amazing.
Anakin.
He even sounds weird. Is he actually here? Please don't be an illusion.
You look the same.
You look old.
Well, that happens.
Okay, he's here. It's not a memory. It's actually interacting with you.
You lost a fight.
I don't remember.
Trust me. You lost.
And you saved her. Okay, so that's what happened.
Baylan's skull.
How is she acting so calm right now?
That's good.
Why?
Is she nervous? She backed away a little bit as Anakin's getting closer.
Chance.
To live.
It's okay, so she did kind of die.
Tell me what's going on.
I'm here to finish your training.
Awesome. Wait, so this would be like her official Jedi Knight test?
One is never too old to learn, Snips.
Okay, so we're actually going to get like a whole nother, I guess, Clone Wars lesson. This is amazing. I want to see how they capture the dynamic between these two, because of course this is two different actors compared to Clone Wars.
Live or die.
Fun lesson, okay.
I won't fight you.
Well, you've done it before.
I've heard that before.
Okay. And like, this is Force Ghost Anakin, so you can't even kill him. He's immortal right now, technically. Or no, he's already dead. So you just gotta, how can you win this then? It's basically like a giant metaphor saying that she hasn't truly been living and that she needs to sort of find the will to keep going. She's been coasting so far. She's not really been in it. She's been just trying to stop a war, but her heart isn't there. She's not trusting her training. She's not truly alive. Is Anakin trying to just wake her up from that? I just love that he's here and he's just helping her train again. You can hear it. The waves, the waves are like the lightsaber slashes. You can hear it.
The map is broken beyond repair. Wherever their destination was, we have no hope of following.
Oh yeah, mate, really rub the salt in the wound.
Every minute that passes without finding them here, the alternative becomes less desirable.
Okay, so at least they're considering that they're alive and not dead. Good, hopeful.
We're overdue at HQ. Senator Organa says she can only give us cover for so long.
Senator Organa? Leia? Reference?
If we stay out here any longer without reporting in, people are gonna start asking questions.
And you went against orders, yeah.
We might benefit from people asking a few more questions.
Not if we don't have any answers.
But, Mom,
Here's good
there's
points.
something about the water.
He can hear it. Force sensitive Jedi! He's gonna be a Jedi. He's already doing this.
Something out there, Mom. I can feel it.
He's Jedi.
Jason, if there was anything out there, Chopper would pick it up on his scanner.
Jedi stuff. Think back to Ezra. It's kind of like Ezra as well, because Ezra would have these kind of weird moments. Hera should see this and be familiar with it.
I am.
No, listen to the waves.
General?
She can't hear it. You know the Jedi-ness there. Oh, faint.
The waves
Something.
crashing?
Oh, in Hera's perspective.
The lightsabers.
You realizing it yet? Come on. I mean, surely the possibilities in her mind that the kid's gonna be a Jedi. Is Hera hearing this? Has she been opened up to the possibility of hearing it through him? She's hearing it. She's got to be hearing it. It's cool this is happening. How are these places overlapping? What does Hu Yang know? 25,000 years old. He better know Summit. Okay, you got it. Your kid's gonna be a Jedi.
Out over the ocean, low altitude, full sweep.
We already did that.
Well, we're doing it again. Liang, you're with me in the Ghost.
Hu Yang's got to have info on the world between worlds. There was this, like, it's history. Hu Yang's got to know. Please tell me he knows something.
His father, Kanan Jarrus, was a Jedi.
You get to hear his name.
Okay.
Can Hu Yang give him some lessons? I've got to remember, the Jedi, you got Force trained when you were very young. There was a whole thing about Anakin being too old, and he was, like, really younger than Jason. So it's cool to see, like, abilities still happening even when they're older. So what happened there? I like that this still feels like training. It doesn't feel like Anakin's trying to kill her.
Looks like you don't have much left to offer.
He's a ghost
I
now.
haven't taught you everything yet.
You can do basically anything, right? Oh, you can do that! Clouds, what's happened? What's here? What happens if you fall? She's smaller. Huh? It's a memory. You've been shoved into a memory. The world between worlds can do this?
Hurry up, Snips!
Even he looked. Ah, dear. This is Clone Wars. And it's young Ahsoka. They look incredible.
This is the Clone Wars.
Okay, so she's there. Good.
No kidding.
So it's not like we're watching a flashback. She's actually still present, Ahsoka, in this like time.
Why are we here?
You tell me.
Pink Smoke. Is this the first movie? Is this the Clone Wars movie?
I don't understand.
That's your problem.
They both look so good, like, here. I'm glad that they updated Ahsoka's costume, because I remember when she was, like, this young, it was not a good costume.
Gotta keep up.
Like, Anakin with the, like, armor as well.
This is your training.
It's, because it's different actors. That's what's blowing my mind here. It feels correct and weird and right. It is doing so well at, like, capturing it all. Now where they're going? Pink mist still? The World Between Worlds is so weird in my head. It's solid ground. Are we going through all of Ahsoka's development points where she was first introduced, then she had that huge arc where she led those people into battle, the clones into battle, and they lost, and she got them killed. Then she went on that beautiful journey of realizing what that meant. Are we going to see Rex? He had different armor. None of these guys are Rex. Your face is bandaged up, so of course we can't actually see the actor, because of course it's all the same face. That's one way to do it. Are we not going to get him? I'd assume if he's going to be here, you'd use his face everywhere. That's Rex! He's there! You can't... Come on, talk. Don't just be in the background.
The battle's not over yet. There are more separatist droids approaching.
Wait, what part of Clone Wars is this? Is this just after the movie, or... It's so weird seeing all of it and hearing, like, snips and everything. It's Clone Wars in live action. It looks incredible.
Is there a problem?
We lost so many.
I've got to remember, this is present-day Ahsoka in, like, the actress is doing incredible. I'm taken aback. I don't know what to think.
There's always a price to be paid.
It was my fault. They were following my orders. I got them killed.
It's back to that. So, back to those development points. Love it.
As Jedi, it's our job to lead. That doesn't mean we don't make mistakes.
But our mistakes cost lives. That doesn't bother you?
Of course it does.
It's incredible. She's going back to her old lessons. All, like, the major ones.
This isn't what I trained for.
We must adjust to the times.
What else are we going to see? We're going to see her leave, like, the Jedi Order and stuff.
But now, to win this war, I have to teach you to be a soldier.
Is she going to think beyond this? Like, because she knows what this war eventually led to.
Is that all I'll have to teach my own Padawan one day? How to fight?
Her training was wrong from the start, and she's realizing it, kind of.
You know, teaching's not all it's cracked up to be.
Really? What makes you say that?
She wasn't trained to be a Jedi, she was trained to be a warrior.
Listen, I'm teaching you how to lead, how to survive. And to do that, you're going to have to fight.
It feels like I'm watching Clone Wars again. The actors here are doing such a good... Of course, it's Hayden and young Ahsoka here. They're doing amazing. I love how they're capturing it, because, again, it's different actors.
What if I want to stop fighting?
Then you'll die.
This basically just sums up a lot of the emotional development that we got from Ahsoka. Dealing with what's right in the war, how it all affected her, why she eventually left the Jedi to begin with. She never believed in this war. Oh, no! How fast? Okay, no, it's catching up. That's great. So oh no. This is so cool to see. The shots are just incredible. Vader, are we going all that way? Stay with Clone Wars, please. I don't want to go back there. Can he, like, hear their conversations? Since it's like, they're not fighting anymore. Can he pick something up from that? It's not like they're going to find anything, right? Because she's kind of busy and she's not really here.
Try widening your sweep along the coast.
We're gonna press our fuel reserves.
I appreciate that, Carson.
Yep, get on with it. But there's not really much you can do. How does Ahsoka get out of it? Like, I'd assume that she would just open a portal to Peridia, hopefully. Because you don't really have any other way to get there.
Luckily, the New Republic is only a short transmission away. I was surprised they changed their mind and approved your mission.
God love Hu Yang.
I see. So this mission is unauthorized.
I mean, you still contact them and they can still come. They wouldn't just abandon you.
Maybe those senators were right. They got us out here chasing ghosts.
Don't start doubting yourself now.
Things your way because you care. This is why people like you.
I love Hu Yang. He's just amazing. He cuts through all the lies people tell themselves and just says straight up facts.
Yang, where are they? People don't just vanish into thin air.
Come on, he
Well,
better have...
no. Normally, no.
Normally, you have knowledge.
Is there a chance they're out here?
Always. Especially with Lady Tano.
Okay. Vague, but okay.
So was her master.
Yeah? What was he like?
Does he know what's going
Intense.
on? One way to put it.
Chopper thinks he has something heading 323 Mark 157.
Did Chopper find it? What?
How low?
She wants to know how low. Pretty low. As low as you can. Just go, Mom, please.
Don't doubt the droid. Are they gonna find like a portal or something? Like what can actually be out here? Because no one is here at the minute. Okay, dual lightsabers, yay! Mandalorian! Dude, wait, are we at the Siege of Mandalore? Yes, we are. I saw the clone troopers. They've got their helmets, like they painted with. This is so amazing. Rex, nice.
We'll secure the perimeter. Come
That's his voice. He got something. I kind of wish we saw his face, but that was something. I'm not going to show Darth Maul, right? That fella, that might be too much. It would be cool, but I doubt it. This is right before Order 66. You were never here. You were in Revenge of the Sith.
Siege of Mandalore. We had parted ways by now.
Yeah, this was the last time you saw each other, technically.
You did well. You're a warrior now, as I trained you to be.
Yep, and not a Jedi. A warrior.
Ahsoka, within you will be everything I am. All the knowledge I possess, just as I inherited knowledge from my master, and he from his.
And then the time of the galaxy shaped you. So you are still a Jedi, it's just how is the Jedi that fit into that time. You're still as much a Jedi as all the others that came before you.
My part of that legacy is one of death and war.
But you're more than that, because I'm more than that.
You were the Jedi that questioned the Order, the one that was strong enough to leave it in this time that it was corrupted so much.
You are more Anakin, but more powerful and dangerous than anyone realized.
And you, no, we keep doubting that. So you're saying that even that is part of you, which is technically true.
If I am everything you are,
You've learned nothing.
don't say that.
Back to the beginning.
Oh, wait, no. Wouldn't mind. I don't just like seeing this.
Live
Ah, no.
or die.
He looks so terrifying.
No.
Third option? How?
I'm correct.
Do you have the Sith eyes too there? I like this. So we've got in the in-between bit. This is when he didn't go to Mustafar. This is before that. So it's technically in line with her being on Mandalore. This is so cool that this is happening. Sith Anakin versus like young Ahsoka. But of course. Ah, what? No, go back. I like that. But you're back here now. I love all of this. Oh, goodness, no. Go back to being an illusion.
Lack conviction.
It's all a lesson. I've got to remember. It's all a lesson. I doubt Anakin actually wants to kill her. But he's putting on a good show of it. This feels like they're fighting rebels.
Time to die.
Yeah, no. Did she just lose a lightsaber? What would happen if she does get... Because is the lightsaber real? Are you holding the red one? You would never kill him. Hey! Sith dies? Okay.
I choose to live.
Yay. He's still got the Sith eyes. Is this passing the test or like the training? You happy now? Ah, he's back. Okay, this is so weird. Is this Anakin? Yeah. I mean, is this actually him as like a Force ghost, or is this like some weird world between worlds thing? Because I don't really know. I don't. Come back! No! We know he can show up outside of this, so was this just a world between worlds thing? I want to know if this was actually his presence and actually him teaching his Padawan one last thing. Why is the thing falling apart? Why is it moving? What now? Okay, no, it's going up and down. Oh no, it's flooding. Yay. So that's why it's going up and down as the reflection. You're going back. This isn't a portal. You did it. It wasn't a portal. You're going back into the ocean. Hold your breath. Okay, but she's chosen to live. She's chosen to live. She fought that part of her master. She knows that, because she even said it was in her as well, because she had the Sith eyes. So she's accepting all of the parts then, and she's choosing to live with it. That's good, because that's what she wasn't doing before. She's in the ocean, and Hera was searching. What? How did you get in there? How did you get out? Did the world between worlds just get even weirder? And you're awake. But no one will ever believe you. Maybe Hu Yang, because it explains it very well. You just got shoved in the ocean and you nearly drowned. And I feel like she still has to process everything that just happened. It's not like, I doubt that's like the full amount of her development, because that was a lot. And it was just the way it was done, she'd have to process it. And she's unconscious. Okay, good. Honestly, you deserve. You need the rest. Okay, not quite unconscious yet. Saying your master's name, people are going to start thinking you're going crazy. As the sound stopped. He knows. Oh no, okay. No, he just sees the ship. Am I thinking too much about his Force abilities? Did I almost expect him to know that Ahsoka was out?
We got her, John.
Okay, no, that's something! He doesn't know that she's in there. He just sees the ship flying back. He knows. He knows things. And she's in. Oh, her head's naked. That looks so odd to me. But she's in the light. She's in the light. Yay. Her head looks so weird. I can't get over. We've never seen her like that. That's so odd to me. Is she still looking for Anakin? I feel like she's like looking around, looking to just see if he's there.
Welcome back, Lady Tenno.
Talk to him about what you just saw. He has info. He's got to have info.
Might have been lost for good, if not for Jason.
Jason is here.
And he's force sensitive.
And Sabine.
No, we have not found her.
You should be able to sense that she's still out there. We still can't get to her. So yeah, oh wait, so the world between worlds just choked you out here again, so you can't use it to get to places. Oh wait, she did like episode 2. She sensed the battle that Sabine had with Shin. Can she do that here and just see what happened afterwards? See that Sabine lived?
Ahsoka!
You've got to give him some training at some point. Come on. She seems happier.
Yeah, lightsabers. Who are you fighting with?
Hey, I have an idea.
Tell him about it.
Yang, why don't you show Jason inside your starship?
Why? Say things! It's because he loves the whole Jedi stuff. Or is it too much for his age? Like, you're not going to go fully into just the weirdness of the galaxy.
Will you train me?
No.
Why
Know how
not?
to build a lightsaber?
Yes?
Will you teach me?
No.
Why? Let him have one.
Might have left an impression on it. Like a memory.
And you can sense it, yes. I love that we're seeing that she has this, because this was a Quinlan Voss. Yeah, this was his ability. And now Ahsoka can do the same. I don't think we've ever seen her do the same. Wait, did she do it? No, I think she did before in Clone Wars. Did she do something like this one? Or Singh tried to assassinate Padme? Come with us. That's what you're looking for. Come with us. There you go. You got it. And she also gets to know that Ezra is the most important thing to her, then that's just not compromisable.
For Ezra.
You can fill in the blanks by yourself. You don't need the confirmation at the end. You know exactly where she went. And now you've got to find your Padawan, somehow.
They took her with them.
I love you. You can see the concern on her face. She feels more emotional now.
At least she was when she left Satos. We have to go after them.
How?
I'm afraid it's not that simple.
What can you think of? What can you do?
It's a fleet. They're on their way.
Well, they're a little late.
How's that a problem?
I don't think they're coming to help.
Why? They're going to arrest you or something?
I'll deal with this. You can work out a way to find Sabine.
You say that like it's easy. Okay. But I just like that we're seeing a more emotional side to Ahsoka now, because I think most of this season she's felt, I don't know, she has had emotions, she's had concern about Sabine, but it's all been quite kept to herself. Here she's actively displaying concern to Hera, and like you can just feel it. It feels like the walls that she had are gone. And I feel like that may be due to what she's seen with Anakin, where she had to keep those emotions to herself and kind of hide them, because she thought of what those emotions lead to. Now she's accepted all of that stuff. Distant Purgle calls. Ideas? That's one way to get there. Can you? I mean, that's kind of the only option you got left. How's that gonna work? I mean, Ezra did it. Are you just gonna do what Ezra did?
You can't be serious.
Do you have Morgan Elspeth in custody?
She got away. That kind of proves that Thrawn is out there.
Do you have evidence of Imperial Remnant activity or of Grand Admiral Thrawn's return?
Hu Yang scan. You have it!
You and Ahsoka Tano are to return to Coruscant with the fleet.
Hu Yang scanned the thing. How is that not proof?
The Senate Oversight Committee is going to determine if your command should be permanently suspended.
You dare. You dare. Don't be that's your best general in a war that is about to start. New Republic. You're just giving me more reasons to hate you. See, the Empire was at least evil. They got things done, though. Empire was evil. New Republic's just useless. They're actually worse.
I know how to follow Sabine.
I feel she just feels lighter. I love seeing this Ahsoka. It's just so clear how much that whole thing did for her. Like, she's not concerned. She has a plan. She's just going to do it. She's trusting in the Force. And like, oh no, will it work? She has an idea, but she don't know if it works. It's just, I know how to follow Sabine. She has that confidence now.
I'm not sure I like this plan.
Yes, I would like to second that.
There's no other way.
And Ahsoka's fine with it. So what are you going to do with the how can you work with the Purgles?
Anything they do? Only one way to find out.
She can do what Ezra did, can't she? Tales of the Jedi. Her first episode. She's talked to the cat thing. She can do what Ezra did. Sure, she might be out of practice, but she can do it. It's so cool to see all this. And Hu Yang finally gets to see them. Yay! This looks so cool. Just in live action and everything. Like, these things are incredibly intelligent. They're probably force sensitive as well. Can they sense Ahsoka and just what she's thinking too? Oh, bigger one.
Up ahead, I think that is one of the larger ones.
What is this place for the Purgles? There's like a giant pod of them. You got.
That'll do.
Why? Why do you need the larger one? Is that just... I feel like you're... What are you trying to do? They grabbed the ship, right? They grabbed Thrawn's Chimera. How are you doing this? Do you want them to grab your ship too? Oh, and her outfit's changed. Is this Ahsoka the White? I've heard she's been called that. She was meant to be that at the end of Rebels, where she had the staff, but now she's just in all white. She's been through a journey, now she's changed for the lighter. I love the costume. I love that they kept the cloak. Okay, it's come to say hello. It sounds happy. This thing is just colossal. It could eat your ship in one go, couldn't it? It could eat everything in one go. This thing is massive.
General, we got incoming.
No good, Carson. They can't interrupt, they'll frighten the pod.
And they should know that, right? Leave the pod alone. They shouldn't go near, right? Because they should be kind of scared of Purgles and what they do. You can't control Purgles, surely. Do not mess this up. Don't give me another reason to hate the New Republic. Because I think that's where I'm at this point. I'm no longer disappointed in the New Republic. It's just full-on hatred. Just because of how useless they are.
Now, where is General Syndulla?
I'm afraid that's classified information.
Shove that in their face like the whole thing with Morgan. Good.
So I received confirmation that the General has indeed completed her mission.
Captain, the reason we are here is because there was no mission.
I love Carson. He looks so nervous, but he's trying so hard.
I respectfully disagree.
Go on, Carson. Amazing.
We're all on the same side here. Tell us what Ahsoka Tano and General Syndulla are up to.
No, you're not. You're on the side of uselessness. Ahsoka and her are actually doing something to prevent a war.
So I can confirm that General Syndulla has completed her mission.
They're going to
Arm the
actively disobey
tractor
that.
beam.
Oh, no. To what? You're far away from the ghost.
Explain the nature of this mission, or I will see to it that you are stripped of your rank for resisting a direct order from Fleet Command.
You dare.
Okay, but you're not gonna believe me.
Yeah, the story will be good and it will buy quite a bit of time.
You really gonna talk to them?
That's the idea.
So she is actually going to try and communicate with the thing. I mean, it's like there, it's kind of listening, it's just...
Stories you told me. How the whales took Ezra and the bad guys far, far away.
No, she tells them bedtime stories about it. And I get to see it in, like, real life. And this time they do have a way back, technically, with the whole Eye of Sion thing, if they can somehow get a hold of that. Then how come, if Ezra could talk to the Purgles, how come he didn't tell it to take him back? You can do this. It's a giant, colossal thing with a gigantic brain, but hopefully you can reach out rather well. It's working, it's taking notice. The eye is moving. This thing looks so cool. Is it going to eat her? Is it going to speak? I don't really know. Is it good? Is it all good? Did it do what you wanted it to do?
Hey, get in there.
You're going in the mouth. That's one way to do it. Yay. At least that's where you're not having tentacles sort of shoved through the window and breaking things. That's good. And I like the Purgles. I think so. This makes me more sad about their reputation in the galaxy. People hate the Purgles. Hera hated the Purgles, saying they're a nuisance. This one's actually willing to take them to wherever this place is. You can communicate with them. They're intelligent things. And they seem kind. Now locked away in the darkness. Hopefully it doesn't swallow.
You're certain they know where Sabine was taken?
I have no idea.
What?
I love this. Oh, Ahsoka's changed so much.
It could go anywhere.
I know. That's better than going nowhere.
That's amazing. That's actually what she was doing this entire time. That's emblematic of everything she's been through. She was going nowhere. Now she's changed and now she's just going with it. It's incredible. This episode was amazing for her. She's actually developed sort of past everything we've seen her through.
Captain, I'm receiving a signal from the Ghost.
Captain Gerard, this is General Syndulla. I'd move your fleet out of there if I were you.
Yeah, get out of the way. Gonna believe it now?
Get clear of their path.
And they actually thought the pod would be scared off by these things. No, they should be scared of the pod. Oh, I just love how they're moving around it all. Hopefully they don't try and grab onto the ships and take them. We're actually seeing like the Rebels final in live action, technically, with this. This is so cool. This is like when Thrawn was saying, it's so cool. Is that the big one? Can we name it something? What's the big one's name? Ew, it really just dwarfs the other ships. And that's just, they're such an insane creature. I like how they're all viewing them, because again, they were reputation's bad, but now all of them... Oh, they got the glowing too! I missed this.
Ahsoka. Looks like they're about to jump.
They're powering up.
Sorry you can't make the trip. That's alright. Jason's too young to travel between galaxies.
Yeah.
Hera, I'll find them. I promise.
The confidence. She's got this. Oh, I love this. Shame Hera can't go, but understandable. And... Oh, the light. It's gone. It actually had a more natural jump than the Eye of Sion did. I love the difference between them. Okay, this episode was just beautiful. I love... This is going to be my favourite episode of the season so far. Each episode is just getting better and better. This managed to deal with the world between worlds, Clone Wars, Anakin as like Sith and just jumping through his different time, him teaching Ahsoka her final lesson, and her finding a way to get to Sabine. Also with the whole Jason setup, which is definitely a setup. He's going to become a Jedi at some point. Not sure who his master could be. It literally could be Sabine. But that is just incredible. This episode did so much. Also dealing with the awful New Republic and Purgles. This did everything. And the best bit is just how it dealt with Ahsoka's development. She's been so broken for so long, questioning what her training means with the person who trained her turning into Darth Vader. Now she's actually got to see him again and resolve that whole issue. And she feels lighter, she feels happier, she feels like how she did before the Siege of Mandalore. But I think the most evident it became was when we saw in Mandalorian. Of course, she never quite felt right in Rebels because she was older, it was a different Ahsoka that we were seeing. Plus, and then she thought Anakin had died. She thought he had died, she didn't realize what he became. And then, of course, it really hits. Then Mandalorian, everything's processed, Anakin's dead, and all she's left to deal with is what her own training means to her. Now we get to see it all, and she gets to fix it all and just be okay with it. I feel like there's so many details that I probably missed, but I'm just so happy with how they managed to do everything. Like, my mind is still blown, because that was my biggest concern, I think, after the last episode, where you got to see Hayden, and I believe her is Rosario Dawson is playing Ahsoka, and it's how do you get the same connection and vibe between these two when it was in Clone Wars. 7 seasons of a show with the same actors, their voices, and of course animation, but it's their voices, and that's the sort of chemistry and emotion you could get from them. They captured it incredibly well for 2 completely new actors to do, well, not completely new, but like different actors from Clone Wars. You get the idea. It's 2 different people doing that, and they captured it incredibly well. It's just seeing these 2 in another part of their life, and I think Hayden did an incredible job, because he's playing the same Anakin. You know, he's playing basically every version of Anakin in this. He played Clone Wars Anakin right up from the start, the Clone Wars movie Anakin. That is the one that he technically played in, like, way back in sort of Attack of the Clones, like just after that. Then he played actual Clone Wars Anakin. Then it was Revenge of the Sith Anakin, which of course probably was his like main one. He played so many aspects of Anakin in this. Technically, you could say he played Darth Vader Anakin because we see the flashes of Darth Vader there, but he also got to play that in Kenobi. So he's gone to play every aspect of Anakin, even though so many actors have played this character. And of course, he gets to teach Ahsoka her final lesson, which is to live. So they're actually on better terms now. They fixed this episode fixed everything with Ahsoka's past. After leaving Anakin at the temple and having their last little meeting be from before the Siege of Mandalore, saying goodbye there, then having the whole thing with Rebels where she fights Darth Vader and wants to avenge Anakin's death, to this, where they're actually on good terms. They got to say kind of a goodbye again and just be better with each other. I mean, I need to grasp how long this story has taken to actually happen, because you had Anakin and his whole story in the prequel movies, and then you had Clone Wars, which lasted a very long time, Rebels, Mandalorian, and now you got to this, which actually finally deals with everything Ahsoka's been through and brings basically all of her story full circle. I think this was an incredible way to use the world between worlds as well, because it didn't really add anything to this place. It just uses it to help these two. Because I think in Rebels, the world between worlds was used as this fantastical, mystical place. It was the thing that Palpatine wanted. It was that thing. All you can describe it as was a thing that sort of was difficult to get your head around, and it was an exploration of the lore of Star Wars. Here, that isn't even touched on. You could have easily with Hu Yang, but you didn't. It is only used to reconnect Ahsoka and Anakin. And I just love that, because you could have just had him show up as a Force Ghost, because I don't know why he didn't. Because he can do that. He can just show whatever. He showed up to Luke. Maybe, it could be, because yeah, Anakin, he never actually took the training. We know that even though they don't need to take the training, because like Qui-Gon, he's the perfect... No, he did do the training. No, I don't know with Qui-Gon. He was weird, and then he started developing more after death. So there's stuff you can do. I'm guessing... while Anakin didn't take the training, he was able to do something because he was the chosen one. If anyone could do it without training, it's the chosen one. If Anakin probably died and then just showed up as a Force Ghost to his son, just as confirmation that he was saved. So that's good. But then probably struggled to do it anywhere else. But World Between Worlds seems like makes it a whole lot easier. That better be him, and it better actually be his presence there and not just the World Between Worlds being weird. Because like, it doesn't really give you an answer. Because it could, I don't even know. It's so vague, and I love how vague it is because it adds to just the weirdness of this place. And the most important part of it is what it does for Ahsoka. I don't need to know the answers. It keeps it a mystery because the most important part is Ahsoka's development. I just want answers though, because I just want to know that this was actually Anakin there teaching his apprentice her final lesson and actually finishing it off. She's basically a Jedi Knight now. I'm going to go with that. I know it's technically not true because she didn't take her... This could be her... If anything, she's gone through a lot of trials. She's taken the test who knows how many times. Because we heard from Mace Windu that he thought that her original trial was going to be her Jedi Knight trial. She's been through it, no matter, because the trial itself is vague and can be whatever. So she's definitely a Jedi Knight now. But of course, she probably doesn't think herself as a Jedi. She's still... We actually don't know. If she's technically finished her training, is that her calling herself a Jedi again? There's a lot of unanswered questions. But I don't even care. I just love what this episode did. Got a lot of focus on Jason, which I love. He is going to be a Jedi. And a lot of stuff with Hera as well. Just trying to connect with her kid with the Force stuff. Because she has some knowledge about it, seeing she raised Ezra and kind of raised Kanan. She was the mother of the group. She kept everyone connected. She knows how to deal with the Jedi stuff. She knows about it. She can help Jason so well. I'm a little annoyed that Hu Yang wouldn't give him a lightsaber, but I get it. He's a kid with no training. Probably not best to give him a very deadly weapon at this age, but the option's there, and he's going to become a Jedi just like his father, and I can't wait to see when that happens. Then also, we actually didn't see the villains at all in this episode, so I kind of like that, in the sense that I would assume they're traveling. I want to see their arrival. Hopefully the next episode doesn't just start with them there with Thrawn. I want to see them actually get there. Because that way this episode will basically be the length of time it takes to travel to that location. A whole separate galaxy, which you would think would take a lot of time to do. You wouldn't want to just cut to it like we normally see with hyperspace travel. Of course, we have some scenes where it does take a bit of a time to get from one hyperspace thing to another. But this takes it all to another level. So I like that they've given a whole episode to it. I'm really hoping they don't just show up in the next episode already there. I want to see them actually arrive. But yeah, now Ahsoka is following them. She's found her way. She feels lighter. She feels more hopeful. She trusts the plan, sort of. She's just going with it. She's living. She's not stopping herself from moving forward, because that's what she was doing before. She was stuck. Now she's moving. And it's so amazing to see. I love this show so much. First off, this episode was amazing. Definitely my favourite so far, with just how much it does for Ahsoka. Like, of course, it's probably a little bit confusing for anyone who hasn't seen any of Rebels or Clone Wars and is going into this completely new. But for someone who's seen it all, it's insane. They managed to go over basically all of her huge development points. I love that they go to the Clone Wars, seeing her sort of adjust to being like seeing it again and just seeing Anakin. And then also her big point, which I absolutely love, probably one of my favorite moments of Ahsoka, is dealing with sort of the loss of life and actually coming to grips with her position and what that means. Because it was something she was never okay with afterwards. She was never okay with these people losing their lives. She always did not want that to happen. Of course, Anakin accepted it being as a part of war, but Ahsoka, I felt like, took a different approach where she tried to make sure that no one died because of how that affected her in the battle that she did. Because basically everyone died. No, not everyone died, but some got very injured and she had to face that fact. Then we get to literally see her face her former master, actually for real this time, uninterrupted, because now she's no longer trying to avenge his death. She's older, she's been through more, and she's in a better headspace. She can almost comprehend what this guy is. She's not acting sort of emotionally. She has a Padawan on the line, and at least this time, Vader isn't trying to kill her. At least I don't think so. I don't think Anakin would actively try to kill her. He's definitely testing her and pushing her, but I don't think he actually would have struck a killing blow. Then she has the scene where she grabs his red lightsaber, holds it against him, and her eyes go yellow. It's a slight Sith aspect where I think it's her basically saying that she is all part of that. She's saying that she's taking her training, that yes, she is Anakin, she is Kenobi, she is a combination of all of the people that have come before her, and you can't pick and choose that. If Anakin turned dark, she also has that part of him in her. She's finally accepting it, and it's up to her to choose whether to indulge that or not. Of course, Anakin fell and he did indulge those parts of himself. Ahsoka has that stuff, but she has to choose to not turn. Here, she basically displayed that yes, those parts are in her, she's just choosing not to fall to it, and she's choosing to live. You could almost say Anakin choosing to go to the dark side was him choosing death in that sense. He chose to join the Sith and everything that came with it. He sealed his fate in that moment. If he went against it, Padme probably wouldn't have died, and everything would have been different. So Ahsoka's basically saying that she accepts that all those parts of herself are there, she's not ignoring it anymore, but she's choosing the path that she wants to take, which means she can finally move forward and go a step away from the place that she has been. Because I think from Mandalorian, it was so clear what sort of state she was in. She felt very depressed. Her emotions were sort of kept down, and she just felt sad. Then we've seen her go a bit back and forth, where she's had, of course, moments of joy and happiness, but she always felt like she was carrying around this weight with her, knowing what her master became. Now, after the end of this episode, she feels free. She actually feels happy. You can see all of her emotions are on display, the fear and concern she has for her Padawan, definitely unlike Luminara, so she's displaying attachment, and she's also displaying just sort of the willingness to go with it. She doesn't need a concrete plan in place. She's okay with the unknown. She's not being afraid of Sabine's fate-ish. She's worried, she's concerned, but she knows that she's going to find her. She has that confidence now. And it's just so incredible to see, because it really is a combination of everything she's been through in Clone Wars and Rebels, all the way up to this moment. Now she can go and find Sabine as this new version of herself, Ahsoka the White, and actually be the best master for her student. Then Anakin, I think I am going to analyze it, even though technically that's not the point of the episode. The point is to just show off Ahsoka's development, but of course Anakin is here. I don't know what to think of what he is here. He easily could just be an illusion put on by the World Between Worlds to help Ahsoka, and I think that's one thing you could easily go to, but then how did she get into the World Between Worlds to begin with? Of course, it doesn't really help that at the end she gets sort of blooded out of it, but I have to believe Anakin's the one that dragged her in. He saved her again. He was actually there. This is his presence. His Force Ghost sentient self is actually here, and he was the one to do all of this, and he just used the World Between Worlds to do it. Or it could just be an illusion. I don't know. I want it to be him. But I just love that we saw so many aspects of him. Hayden did such an incredible job as Anakin, and just going over all these different things. He managed to capture the feel of Anakin from Clone Wars exceptionally well, and I think it was just so cool to see him through all these different periods of Anakin's life. Clone Wars Anakin with the battle armor from the first movie, because it had the pink smoke. Then you had him dressed in Revenge of the Sith. I don't know, before that it was the Ahsoka with the clones and just dealing with sort of the aftermath of a battle. Then you had Revenge of the Sith Anakin, which lines up with where Ahsoka was at the Battle of Mandalore. And then of course the flashes of Darth Vader showing up there. It shows that Anakin sort of is kind of all of it. He's accepted that he's all of it, because you can't really pick between one and the other with Anakin. I mean, you kind of can, because you can say Anakin isn't Darth Vader and Darth Vader isn't Anakin, but they share the same body. It's very weird to think about, but I like how this episode handled it. Because we know Anakin sort of turned back to the light. He had his kind of redemption in Return of the Jedi, because Luke saved him. And of course, when he showed up as a Force Ghost, it was as Anakin, not Vader. Here, it's clear that he can sort of choose between the two if this is actually Force Ghost Anakin. And if it is, why doesn't he show up outside the World Between Worlds to Ahsoka? It leaves a lot of questions, but I just like that he's here, and he just taught his Padawan the final lesson. Because technically, in a way, it's also development for him, because he has been saved. Because before, Luke, he would have felt abandoned by Ahsoka. He tried to kill Ahsoka. He did have that soft spot where he basically said the Emperor would show mercy on her if she came with him, but ultimately he decided that he would kill her because Ahsoka wouldn't join him. Darth Vader Anakin was always basically forever lonely, wanted his son to join him, wanted Ahsoka to join him, and now he's past that, and I just like that we're seeing almost this version of Anakin redeemed after Return of the Jedi. I don't know if redeemed is probably not the right word. He still did atrocities and he never really redeemed himself of those. He just got saved. So we're seeing a saved version of Anakin and just what that looks like, where he is able to be all of these aspects and he's able to use them all to just help his student. Then Jacen and Hera, I love just the attention they got. Of course, Hera's role is to search for Ahsoka and deal with the New Republic. Jacen got us so much more. He's definitely going to be a Jedi. There's so much set up for him. I loved how he was able to hear the clashes of the lightsabers between the World Between Worlds, and not only that, he was able to help his mum hear it too, who's not Force sensitive. So that already displays that he's quite powerful in the Force at his age, where not only is he able to hear this stuff, but also allow others to hear it. But that could just be his way of just helping his mum focus on something that she could already do. But it's just cool seeing these details with him, and now I'm very hopeful that he does become a full-fledged Jedi at some point. But yeah, then Hera, I feel so bad for her because she is dealing with just so much uselessness. I mean, she's been through a lot in this one. Her friend, of course, I feel like both of them thought they were dead initially, but then sort of we're going into a more optimistic place and just looking for them. And I think I just like that Hera is almost taking a backseat in the sort of parental relationship to Sabine. Because of course here, it's Ahsoka that's the one that's super concerned. Yet Hera is content. She knows that Ahsoka's going to find her. I think before Ahsoka's development, she would have been very much concerned. But she's seen that Ahsoka is changed. She knows that Ahsoka's not going to stop until she finds Sabine, so she can rest easy. So I like that Ahsoka's taken that more parental role now and stepping into it because she needed to. Hera has so much connection to Sabine, while Ahsoka doesn't. And that's what's caused a lot of the friction. She doesn't have that relationship and development, at least not that we've seen, and now she can actually get it. I can't wait to see what Hera does next, because why don't they use the scan that Huyang got of the hyperspace ring? Surely that can be used as evidence to the New Republic, because otherwise it's just Hera's word against theirs to try and say what she found and how you need to prepare for it. So I'm concerned about what she's going to have to do with the New Republic, but I think I am glad that she is staying behind, because if they all went, no one would be left to warn the New Republic. So it's good that she is staying, and she has a good part to play in just preparing for this war that kind of feels inevitable at this point. Then actually looking at the world between worlds, and I just love how they use this location. They didn't expand any aspect of the lore, which I really like, because it just leaves it as this weird, mysterious place which you know nothing about, and I don't think you're meant to understand it. Rebels, we got to see some stuff where they just built the initial idea. Portals are around, and it allows you to basically access any moment in time and space. It is a gateway, a bridge in reality that allows you to see things, and it's a great source of knowledge. It's weird. Palpatine wanted it because of course he would be able to rule the universe for all time essentially if he got it. So Rebels basically sets up how powerful this place is. But here, they use it in just such a nice subtle way. Only 2 characters really know about it. Ahsoka and Anakin. Ahsoka fell into it, and then she sort of got pushed and flooded out of it. There was no portal. It was just a space. It feels like it's this pocket place where Ahsoka was just taken out of the story, done stuff, and come back in. And it's like they used the world between worlds for that. That it wasn't given so much attention, that it wasn't explored and expanded upon. It was just to allow Anakin to meet his apprentice again. Plus it just looks insane in live action. And they did they did expand it in some ways where they showed if you fall, you can go through memories and stuff and relive things, which is a really fun idea because this place does sort of focus and use memories. That's how Ezra saw Kanan die again for a second time, because it used his memories to open that gateway. It's also how he managed to save Ahsoka, because he could see that moment. It's not like the portal showed him random places which he had no connection to. It does use memories. So it gave us one little bit of expansion, but ultimately it was just a room. And I love that just kind of normalization of it. It feels still special, but the way they used it makes it feel sort of both mystical and not mystical. It wasn't given like a huge amount of importance to the plot, it's just there. And I think that's the best way to do it, because this story needs to focus on Ahsoka, on her relationship with herself and Sabine, and not dive into just the weirdness of what this place is. Then the New Republic, I have moved to hating that thing. The Empire was evil, but at least it got things done. The Empire actually looks better in comparison to the New Republic. They are blinded by their own sort of pride, I guess, and they're not willing to see any threat to them. For so long we've been seeing the Imperial remnants build up, they're organised, they're waiting for Thrawn's return, and Thrawn's coming back. And they could not care less. They are willing to just blindly ignore all the signs that have been presented to them. And even when someone like Hera, who's fought Thrawn before, who is the one person in the galaxy that probably knows him best, is warning them that he's coming, and they're just ignoring it. I honestly kind of think they deserve their downfall at this point, because they're just asking for it. They're ignoring people that they really should be listening to, and it's painful to see the people that know what's going on be constantly ignored by them. Carson is just another great example of how hard he's tried to highlight what's happening. He's investigated it, he knows what's out there. Now he's finally working with people that also know what's out there, which means he gets put into this spot with everyone else where he has to deal with how useless the New Republic is. And I think I honestly see the problem with it. I think the Old Republic started from people who genuinely wanted to make the galaxy a better place, that wanted to work together and provide a good governance. The Empire came, destroyed it all after thousands of years of just it being eroded, and it mainly functioned through greed and Palpatine wanting power. That makes it so he's not going to let it fall apart or be threatened because he wants the power there. The New Republic, on the other hand, is filled with people that don't really care. They're elected officials who just want a job, just want money. You already have members in there that didn't fight in the war, that just let things happen. They had no vested interest in it. Mon Mothma feels like the one person in there that actually took a side and wants this thing to be good, but she's surrounded by people that don't. They just want it to stay the same. They're not looking for advancements. They're not looking to make things better. They have no drive. That is why it's falling apart, and why I think it will ultimately fall apart as well. If anything, it needs another restart, but make sure the people in it actually want to do good. But then again, how do you do that when people are elected and you're gonna get stupid people in there? I don't know. I just hate the New Republic and what it's become. It's just annoying that has replaced the Empire. Then, of course, the villains weren't in this episode, which I actually really like. It allows it to fully focus on Ahsoka's stuff. And it also means that they hopefully would have spent this entire episode traveling, which I really like the idea of. We're going to a new galaxy. It's going to take a long time to actually get there. It's far further than just going from one side of our galaxy to the other. It's so far beyond that. So I just love that we've been given a whole episode, hopefully, for them traveling, and hopefully the next episode opens maybe with them arriving. I don't want it to just be that they've already set up shop. I want them to actually see them arrive, or maybe just travel even a bit more. The idea of how far and how long they've been traveling would be so well captured if they really did spend this whole episode just moving and not doing anything. I also do wonder if the villains will consider Ahsoka taking the Purgles. I feel like that should be something they should consider with how Ezra did it originally. There's another Jedi after them. They should think that they're going to do the same thing. They know Purgles are on the planet. So I'm hoping that they do. I think I am hoping that they do try and sort of think about that and are prepared, because it would feel rather odd if they just are surprised when Ahsoka does show up. They should expect her to follow and find a way and actually not underestimate her, because if they do, I feel like that could kind of be underwhelming to them. They are such good villains. They've been built so well. I want them to expect her to show up. But yeah, as for what's next, everyone has gone to the new galaxy. I can't wait to see what this will be like. I wonder if it's like really populated. I don't know what to think. It could literally be like another version of the galaxy that we're currently in. They could meet another republic or whatever, but they're going to Peridia. And that had fairy tales, which we still know nothing about. And I'm just excited to what this will look and feel like. What will we actually see there? Because it feels so expansive in the idea of Star Wars. I'm hoping that there is like quite a bit of fanfare over it, because it's such a huge step. It's like man landing on the moon, essentially. Taking that step further in exploration and actually stepping outside of the galaxy that's far, far away and going to some different one, a neighbouring one. But I'm beyond excited now for Ahsoka and Sabine's reunion. I want to see Sabine notice a change in her. And I think I just want more of like just seeing Ahsoka like this. We've got 3 episodes left and that's all with a changed Ahsoka, and I can't wait to see it. But I'm just so glad that everything's sort of happened now. We're past the halfway point. Everyone's gone. They're going to the new galaxy where Thrawn and Ezra will be. And Ahsoka's been through her development. We can actually see her be in a better relationship with Sabine, actually be a better master, and hopefully this means Sabine can become actually a Jedi, not just a better Jedi, but an actual Jedi. This could be what allows Sabine to maybe use the Force. And I'm just so excited to see the next one. After this one, I'm in love with this show. This has done incredible. It feels like every episode they put so much love and attention into, and it just doesn't feel like it's stopping anytime soon. But yeah, overall, this episode was amazing. Just every single aspect about it. Ahsoka and Anakin's relationship, seeing that again, and how these actors who played versions that never met meet here and actually capture the dynamic that we see in Clone Wars where they weren't. It's so confusing, but also so amazing to see. And you just have to love how they managed to do it and how they captured that feeling between the two, how they went back into the past and saw flashbacks and saw these memories carry out with these actors now in those roles, and finally see Ahsoka confront her past quite literally and accept all the parts of her training and choose which parts to follow. Then I think I'm also impressed that it didn't just end with her getting out of the world between worlds, because that would be an easy stopping point. I'm so glad that they continued it. We got to see Ahsoka the White and actually talk to a Purgle. This episode did so much, and I am just in love with it. So much development stuff, so much cool visuals, so much, I guess, fan service and seeing Anakin again. It really feels amazing, and it makes me so excited for the rest of this show. 3 episodes left. Don't feel like enough, but I cannot wait to see where this will eventually end up. But I just cannot wait to see where this will end up, because the story so far is absolutely amazing, and I don't think I could love this show any more than I do now. But yeah, with that said, that does bring me to the end of this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you thought about this episode in the comments, and with that, I will see you in the next one for episode 6. See ya!